You think I would go to Jamaica and do a reggae song?
Yeah.
I do a
there you go. There you go.
You see?
Originality and why are we so scared of being we?
You know,
this is a thing I think we Belizeans are having problems with. We don't want to be we. We want to sound like Jamaicans. We want to.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't make sense.
Yeah.
Because all the concert that we did out here, and one time we in the place is packed.
Yeah.
And I would say to them, even the bands they try to play reggae music. Like I said, I said, fellas, we're Belizean.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
We are Belizean. Let's portray Belize.
Yeah.
Because when you go to a reggae concert and Jamaicans are there, they're not going to portray nothing else but Jamaicans.
Yes.
You see? So why we doing a concert with these guys and we're going to feel like we are Jamaicans? No, I said we are Belizean. We are from Belize and this is the way we play.
Appreciate it better that way.
Exactly.
People appreciate originality, no matter, even Americans.
I know.
What's your music, they ask you. No, we don't want, what is your music? You know, that's the first thing they ask you.
Exactly.
You want to hear your stuff.
Yes, that's what I let them know. I play Punta Rock, I play Rock Down.
Yes.
And I do some ballad too.
Yes.
And if you like ballad, I do some ballad too.
Yeah, that's your masterpiece.
You see, and then
the ballad.
You're still going. You're not going to hear. You're not going to hear like Solomon Burke, or you're not going to hear the Iceman, Jerry Butler.
No.
You're not going to hear Otis Redding. You're going to hear Dell. With this Caribbean twist
and the Belizean flavor. It's a unique, distinct Belizean flavor you bring there.
Yes.
You bring a unique Belizean flavor to the music.
So
that people when they hear it, they say, "Oh, that's a Belizean artist."
Yes.
You see?
You know, I don't want to sound like a Jamaican. I don't like to sound like a Trinidadian. And I don't want to sound like American.
Exactly.
I Belize.
And that's why I think that you are very highly appreciated that you have been able to go into any genre of music in the United States, and you know that you have gone in depth.
Yes.
You have played with so many different musicians.
Yes.
In terms of that, I remember when Dell The Sensations had that wicked section, American white guys, then it was blazing.
Yes.
I saw the things that you brought, and I know it. You were the brainchild behind that band. Talking about it originally, you said how you created the Dells after you came out of the group. What made you realize that you could then bring in all these different musicians from different genres but still having them to keep the identical Belizean sound?
See, because like these guys that we brought with us, these American players, we let them know this is what we play. We just want your expertise in your music, but you're going to play this way. You see, and still keep some of you in it.
Yes.
You see? That what put
cross culture pollination, bro.
Exactly. You see? I don't say, well, I come in and I want you to play this.
Give me some of yours, but stay with this.
Yes, but
stay within this genre, This is the Belizean genre, but give me just some of yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we mix it up.
Yeah.
When I take those guys to Belize,
they remember that very well. Yeah.
They were blown out.
There was no hand section like that.
You see? And they're all American guys.
Yeah. Dell The Sensation was able to stand out. Not from also have a distinct song instrumentally.
Right.
But that cutting vocal. No matter what, even in Punta Rock.
Yes.
From you, bro. How were you able to take the Punta Rock genre and then put them on top of it? I mean, do you inside the Punta Rock?
That's what I said. That's why I always say like, I can't do nothing else. But me. I don't try to do anything else. You see, I don't try to get myself into do something else that I don't do.
You weren't something like Andy, which was the original group, right? You were hearing Dell.
Exactly.
And you put a whole different spin. It was a whole rendition of the same song.
We take the song and put the music to the song.
And Kong Soup.
Yes. We put the music to it, make things sweet and
exactly.
But see, what people don't realize, we were playing Punta Rock music ever since.
But But we were able to, we were the first to cross it over there into different audiences.
Yes. Yes.
We were the first.
Yeah, yes. You know, it's amazing because like we went to Belize that certain year when Chico Ramos and those guys came out. So we get to the border and the guy they said, man, if you guys not playing Punta Rock, you guys better go back.
Yeah.
I said, what the heck you talking about? We're not playing Punta Rock music. And I said, then we got this Emily the Jump. I said, look at Emily the Jump. I said, you know, then Phil said, man, we gotta go with the foot and see what is going on here. And then they get on the stage and they start to go, what a nigga kung su, you know? And then the whole audience went wild. And I said, man, what's going on here?
You crossed it over.
You see?
They go big audience.
They go wild. Then Phil said, look at me, let's go back to the room. No, wait, Belize. You know? I said, let's go back to the room. Pull out a couple of instruments out the van. And we get into the rehearsal room. I know we're going to put music to it. Because the guys, they didn't have any music to the song set. You know, it's a 3-chord song. And just jingling. But then the drive.
It's that feel and
yes.
Yeah.
So when they do, you know, usually have the floats in Belize and we play. And then we decide to say, okay, we're gonna break into what they call Punta Rock. And we coming down the road, men Belizean went crazy. When they were Dell The Sensations.
You see? You crossed the music over into another Belizean audience.
Yes.
That did not appreciate the music then until Dell The Sensations was able to play it in their rendition and they loved it.
I said,
and that's when they begin to start, many people begin to start to appreciate Punta Rock music because you know people are very culturally prejudiced.
Yes.
Because of who the music is coming from, they didn't want to accept it.
That's true.
But when you cross it over into that predominantly Creole audience,
that's
true.
When
Punta Rock really
that's true. Because like we had a little problem too with them by singing the Garifuna language. Because some were not pronouncing the words right and things. But who's to say? You see?
Music is organic, man.
You see? Who's to say?
It takes on a life of its own.
What we do, we put you in the light.
Yeah, man.
You see? We don't try to discriminate what you do. We putting you in the light.
Exactly.
You see?
And you did that.
You
did that.
Exactly.
You guys did that.
We put them in the light.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people are not cognizant of that thing, you know.
I know.
And it was Dell that was able to take Punta Rock music and cross it over. I'm talking about Belize, I'm not talking about out here. Cross it over into a bigger audience.
Exactly.
Belizean, Creole, and Mestizo was able to love the music.
Exactly.
That only stay inside of a Garifuna section.
Right.
Then the whole country went started to love it. We should be accredited for that, brother.
And then we were talking to Chico Ramos. I said, Chico, what do you think? He said, man, he said, you guys really did a good justice for us, you know. But then some people is talking about, oh yeah, we take the song and with this and with that. We not take nothing.
Exactly.
Plus what we do, we copyright the songs for them.
Yeah, exactly.
So nobody
could helping with music more than anything.
You know, Kung Soup and this
La Banda Blanca people, it was what they did from Honduras, right?
Yeah, you know something, if it was...
They stole it.
It wasn't us.
Yeah.
They ripped it off, things that was their song.
Exactly. If you want to say who stole it, that was them.
Exactly. And then they was going to get a reward in Miami for the song. But they couldn't because it was
copyright.
Dell The Sensations. Chico
Ramos. Look at that.
See?
And I don't help the
we showed them. We said, look here. We could have said Dell The Sensations.
Exactly.
We didn't have to put your name in there at all.
Yes.
You see?
Yes. And it's good that we are doing this interview, bro, because we have to clear those things up.
You see,
because the story has never been told.
They don't understand. They don't understand. They don't understand.
Let me do a station ID and we come back. You're watching Belizean Legends. I am Bilal Morris and we are speaking with the legendary Dell from the Dell and the Sensations. That stylistic voice, and there's a whole history that we are now unfolding to you, our viewers. That we have to be telling these stories because there are lots of things that has to be cleared up.
You know, Andy Palacio.
Yes.
Andy Palacio used to follow me every way I play.
Wow.
Every single way I play.
Yeah.
You know, I dread, he dreads.
Yeah.
And every way
you were probably the idol of the man.
You see, and then
but see, quietly he didn't say that.
Well, you see, I don't know why people don't give recognition to where he do. You think because I don't mind to tell you that, man, I get something from you.
Yeah, boy,
that helped me. You see,
we don't want to tell people, and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it now. Look at him. Mr. Peters.
Another legend.
You see? And those guys, we learned from Mr. Peters.
And you know, he told me, he said, before he passed, I said, Mr. Pete, who won't take up this music? He said, why? I don't know. He said, the young generation,
they don't want it.
Thing at all. He said, they want to play all that nasty music. Nasty music, he said. And it was a very sad thing, Del, because then how is the broke down genre is going to continue?
Exactly.
And it is true, Dells, that is broke down genre, because, whatever Dells did, even in Punta Rock, there is a broke down flavor. Mr. Peter said the two music is never separated. They are one of the same.
Exactly.
And he gave me the whole history of why it is so.
And he used to come to our house with a card.
Then I was having camp music from the village, bro.
I was a boy.
Yeah.
And my father played drums with them and they every Christmas they made.
I want you to talk about that. You're talking about the legendary Mr. Peters. You're a village boy.
Yes.
You come from out of the village of Manatee.
Yes.
I look at it as the center of the slave rebellions.
I hear you.
Manatee.
Yes.
That's my history.
Yes.
I got that sense of consciousness. But out of that experience came this music called Broke Down. Prof said why he started with Brahman thing. You grew up and hear this music. You're standing on the shoulders of a giant like Mr. Peters.
Yeah, Mr. Peters.
Talk about how the Broke Down genre have influenced you.
He used to come around. They always have these functions, like this gathering. It's not like you got thousands of people come. It's just sometimes just the family. You see, and they go from house to house and do these things.
Yeah.
And Mr. Peters, if Mr. Peters not there, it's not happening.
Yeah.
You see,
it's
the greater and the little bottle licking and all of those things. That he got to be there with that accordion, man.
Yeah.
And then singing his songs and stuff, carry on and things.
Yeah.
And my brother Phil said, Mr. Peters, you have to come to the state. You have to come out here, man. You can't just say exposure that Belize. And I think my brother is the first one that brought him out here.
There you go. To
do that show.
Smart has to go down as one of the people who, and Prof said it. And Prof said he was also one of the first people to bring a lot of people out here.
Yes.
Himself.
Yes.
I'm responsible about, but Phil was also a visionary.
Yes.
In that he was able to tell people like Mr. Peters, Mr. Peters, you need to come out.
You need to come out. Yes.
The world need to hear you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's amazing because Phil did a lot of things for Jamaicans too. In inner circles. This bad boys.
Look at that.
The first time they come to the United States is my brother brought them here. You see?
Yeah, Phil's whole story is a whole story by itself.
It's a
smart story. It's a whole story by itself.
It's amazing.
It's a whole nuance of different interview.
I hear you, brother. And when you look at Dell The Sensations, every group that comes from throughout other part of the world come to the United States. The first person they contact is Phil. Because we want Dell The Sensations to perform. When Bob Marley first hit the United States, we was to play with Bob at the Forum.
And then we opened up for a lot of top groups in Los Angeles.
Yes.
When we opened up, when we were out there before Babike Bandula even came on the scene and became a top reggae band. It was Dell.
We work
Dell's The Sensations.
We work with the Young Hearts. we work with them, the same shows with them, like Billy Paul. We do, name the artists them that we play with.
Yes.
You know? Third world, inner circles. You have Tipper Irie, Yellow Man. You have Eric Donaldson. That's the guy I tried to remember. Cherry O Baby.
Yeah,
you know?
Eric Donaldson.
Yeah, he came here and he was kind of a little scared. We tell him, just go there and sing. Because Third World was there doing his thing, and I said, don't worry about Third World.
Yeah.
Just come out and sing your song. You know? See, all these artists, when they come to the United States, if they have a group, they always get Dell The Sensations to be with them.
You are
all the time.
The band was a very tight band.
Yes.
Very tight band.
Black Uhuru. Like we had the show with him, but we had the second bill.
Yeah. Yes.
Then you got Yellow Man.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
We was in Boston at a place called Channel. In Boston. Those are years and years ago. You know, it's amazing.
You're talking from the 70s into the 80s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the golden ages of
yes.
at that time. Long before Bamike Mandula.
Oh yes, long before.
Dell The Sensations was big in the reggae scene.
Yes.
And was able to back up some of the biggest artists in the reggae scene, as you rightfully just mentioned.
And you know something?
Yeah.
We never tell them like we are Jamaicans. We always say we're Belizeans. We were playing at them. They had this group, Soul Syndicate. The best group from Jamaica. Best studio musicians. You know, and we were playing at the Starwood. Those clubs, they're all gone right now. They were those are the major clubs that was in. And they look at us and say, well, oh man, you guys not playing reggae music? I said, no, we're not playing reggae music.
Yeah.
We from Belize, so we call this disco reggae.
Disco reggae.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're not Jamaicans, we're Belizeans.
Exactly.
So you call it whatever you want, we call this disco reggae.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Because we are Belizeans, we're not Americans,
and
we're not Jamaicans.
That's right.
So
you know, and Ivan Duran's Stone Tree album called Bile Up with Ray-Ban on drums in front. I don't know if you ever got a chance to see that album, but you heard Prof Drummond, you heard the Wed, you heard Soul Sensation. I forget what that group, Soul Sensation, but you heard Harrington Trapp and all of them. And what he did on Compton Fair, that brought all the tips, because all the Belize bands in Belize used to go to New York. Right. And it was Compton Fair, as you rightfully know. I don't know if we had gone to him too to record anything.
No,
because we don't actually control the LA scene.
Yes.
And so most of those bands like Professionals by Rayburn, Harmonics, they were all going there.
Right.
And he had all this tip. All these original tape that they were so old they had to bake them and so that they get them and convert them from analog to digital on the Pro Tools. And Ivan Duran, the Belizean producer in Cayo, I think they did something with Compton and bought these stuff out or got access to these tapes, and he brought them to the United States in Boston, right where you live, and took it to the studios, and the engineers was able to retrieve all this old material with these legendary Belizean bands. And you would hear these voices like there was harmonist singer, I can't remember his name. You remember him? You had Louis Perry-Feet.
Yes.
An awesome artist.
Yes.
You heard what his name was? You know him, Mandel. He was one of he was harmonist singer. You had Harrington Trapp from the Wed. You had Prof Drummond out of Lord Raymond. You were hearing these voices that Compton was able to record all these people, but you didn't know who they were because on the liner notes of the album they never did say.
Put the name.
And that whole album got a big even in the Wall Street Journal. It's called Bile Up. If you go on the internet and go on iTunes, type in Bile Up, you'll see Raymond. And I didn't know Raymond played drums.
Yes, Raymond used to play drums.
It was when Prof said, no, that's how he started.
Yeah, he started. He was a drummer.
And the Prof said, I went on the drums after that. And then Fuller, before he passed, I did an incredible interview with Nelson. Nelson said that, no, Yeah, he was a drummer. So this thing with Braybon on the drums and these songs with the, and I was able to, I asked a friend of mine, I said, who is that and that? He said, that's Louis Spurfield. Who is that one? That's Prof Drummond. Who is that? Because but you hear these voices, you know?
Yes.
And at the time I said, boy, but you know one voice that is missing there is Dell. And so I want to ask the question, well, you are not going to New York to record.
No, because we use the best studio that they got in Hollywood.
Yeah.
We used to use Paramount recording studio. We used to use Warner Brothers studio. You know, we used to use the best studio for a recording. Man, these guys engineered those.
So there was no need to go like the Belize band. We didn't have no recording studio in Belize, so the band had to promote it. Yeah.
You see, because like we here.
Yeah.
So we find the best.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah. So you really need to do that. And I guess that's why have Stone Tree ever approached Dell The Sensation to not at all.
No, they never approach us.
So you specifically Dell to do a whole album with Dell himself.
Yeah.
You have never been approached by that because you are one of those legendary voices.
They never approach us.
You're one of those voices.
And I don't mind to do them.
Yeah, you wouldn't mind doing it. Yeah.
I like tell them like you give me some material to do, you give me a week so I can get them in me and I can do them.
Yes.
That's all I need. You know, I don't like to go at the spur of the moment to go into the studio and just sing. And I do a lot of songs like that. But it sounds good, but I could do better.
Yeah, you're a professional, brother.
Yes,
you're a professional, and
better.
you know you could do better.
Oh yeah.
And so it's no poco tempo kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're a pro. You're a pro. What you do.
I never satisfied what I did in the
so
studio.
many years under your belt doing this stuff. You know.
Yeah. The guys say, oh, it sounds great. I know it sounds great, but then we're gonna go with it. But I can do better.
You can do
You never satisfied.
Yes. One of the things that Dell and the Sensation brought to the Belizean music scene, to the Caribbean music scene, Prof talked about the fact that he wrote the book on Flow Show. You know, he was the man that introduced all these things. He talked about his show.
Yeah.
But when I first saw Dell and the Sensation, I didn't even come to the United States yet. And there was this figure, Dell, in the front of that band. You had some awesome performances, bro. Talk about the performances. I'm not just a singer, I'm an entertainer. Yeah.
I gotta entertain my audience.
Yeah, you had energy, bro.
Oh yeah, I gotta entertain my audience.
Yeah.
And long as the audience see that I'm getting into what, then they get into it.
Yeah.
You know, I got a unique thing too, and I pick the weakest audience out there in the front.
Yeah.
And I work with that audience.
Yeah, you know how to entertain.
Oh yeah, and I stir that audience.
Yes. Was it by watching a lot of live shows of the R&B artists that you mentioned that you saw?
Oh yeah, I look at James Brown.
Yes.
You know, I look at some of Otis Redding and live shows. You know, I look at all these guys live shows, and you know, like Engelbert Humperdinck, the guys that just sing.
Yeah. You were personally at some of those live shows that you mentioned that you were at a lot of those. You saw them personally in front of us.
I look at Jackie Wilson. And you know, before I came to the States, I said, oh, all those things that these girls screaming and carry on, those things are fake. When I came here and I started to sing with that white band in Redondo Beach.
Yes, I remember that, man.
Take me to these universities. These girls, they go crazy. I said, wow, this thing is real.
It's real.
You know? This thing is real.
You are the man on the stage now.
Exactly.
First it was you watched Jackie Wilson, but now you are the man presenting.
You know, I got, when I doing these shows, these girls, they just wait till they'll get on the stage. And then they go crazy. So what the heck I did?
And to talk about that too, how did African American artists like Jackie Wilson and so on, specifically them, how did they influence you? Because you know we were hearing a lot of that
with their singing,
Yeah.
with the dancing, the way they perform on stage, the appearance. Because when you see Dell on the stage, you never see Dell like in an ordinary clothes on the stage.
Yeah, you had dress, bro.
Yes, I always flashy.
You had that dress.
I'm sharp.
Yeah, man.
You see, those guys that influence like James Brown. Oh my gosh. You look at those guys and you said, wow. Just walking on the stage, the crowd go crazy. You see? And even my brother Bill Lennon, he was like that too.
Exactly.
You see Bill walk out there, the whole audience just go crazy.
The great Harry Shaw, legendary Harry Shaw, was able to put the influence of African American R&B artists. And I know that you have no problem in saying that they influence you.
Harry is one of my guys too, man. Harry, you know. Prof is, oh my god. When I see Prof, I said, Prof, I'm the one that entertained, you know, look at you. You steal the show.
And you know, Dell, you did good with it.
You know?
You stood on the shoulders of these giants.
Yes, man.
But you were able to take what they had to offer you, and you came up with your own thing.
Yes.
And so I think they are very proud of what you did with the music.
Oh yeah, they always, oh my. Look, it was a little thing, and look at you now. You know?
Yeah, you didn't mess it up.
Because of you guys,
You did good with it.
You guys, hey, I said like, if you guys can do that, I think I can do it better.
You didn't mess that good voice up that you had. You did something with it. In hearing you style as a balladeer, that you could do all different genres, but it's easy, that's your stomping ground right there.
You know, like the Malante, they would have like this Saturday night thing, you know, and he would play the accordion. And these guys really sing nice songs. Those guys influence us too to play. See? And my father encouraged it. You know, encouraging guys to come to the house and play these songs. And we just.
There was harmony there, but then even in that genre, that sometime
you want to know where it's going.
There was harmony there and melody, man.
Yeah, because it was he alone. So when you put the group together, and then you start to sing. All those little things that
you incorporated a lot of that in your song, don't you?
Oh yeah.
You could hear it. You could hear the broke down genre in your style. I think that's what it is. That everything you do, you have that phrasing.
And if you listen to me and my brothers when we sing.
Yes, exactly.
It's there when we put that harmony together. It's there. You see?
I would term as the quintessential Belizean broke down band.
That's where the roots come from. You see? We always tell Mr. Peters, man, you got to come and do this thing. Yes son, I'm gonna do this thing. Mr. Peters, you can't hang too long with this stuff, you gotta let it go, Mr. Peters.
Talk about the legendary Lord Rayburn and how he influenced your career.
You know, it's amazing because like boy again running around and then have a wedding that boat bank.
Yes sir.
Sarah married to Lonely Frank. You know, and then listen to these songs, man, and really I didn't know we were family.
Listen to that song there, Dell.
Yes.
There's so much harmony and beauty in our song like that.
Then the guy, I said, oh Lord Rayburn, man. See, the guy got a unique voice. There's nobody sing like Lord Rayburn. If you notice, but that's where entertainers get recognition. Because you could hear Lord Rayburn sing any song and you said that the Lord Rayburn.
Yes, he has also stayed distinctly his own.
Exactly
his own.
You see, he did it.
A Calypsonian, but a Belizean, you could hear the Belizean style.
Yes, but then only he sing like that.
Like that, indeed.
You tell me who sing like Lord
Nobody.
Nobody. That's what I'm saying?
Nobody.
Because he got a unique style. Lord Rayburn is Lord Rayburn. That's why I say when time Dell sing, it's Dell.
Dell, indeed.
Because I could sing Lord Rayburn's song, and I know a song like Lord Rayburn.
Indeed.
And one song like Dell. Because I do got a house thing.
You put that whole your phrasing on it, man.
You see, and Lord Rayburn will sing the song. I know a song like me, a song like him.
Exactly.
You know, it's amazing.
And then when you do justice to a song, and people say, "Well, this song just like a man." Give a whole different rendition of the song.
Yes,
and that is what
a different spin completely. So you could say that Dell and the Sensations. You know, Lord Rayburn. You know,
Indeed.
we tried to do songs with him, but we never did get to perform songs with, because like the song Ruby, we tell him, come on Rayban, come on, the state, let's record the song, but he didn't want to go, so we went and recorded it. You see? But we wanted him to sing that song. You see, we want Rayban to sing that song Ruby. But then we never did get to do it. But then we was kind of upset about the sing because we wanted him to sing the song. You know, we never mad. But a little disappointed.
You talk about Rayban, the Lord himself. Talk about the legendary Sam Rayban. How would you categorize Sam in terms of such a beautiful vocalist, stylist and everything? Sam Hamilton. You Dell, who is one of the most outstanding Belizean vocalists of today.
Sam Hamilton.
Where is Sam?
Sam is a great singer, you know, but he gotta change up his style.
Yes. Do you think he wants a song more too close to the artist?
Yes. You know, I love Sam. We grew up together. You know, we are very good entertainers, but you have to develop something that people will never say, well.
Your song looks like the artist.
Yes.
Your song looks like who you're doing.
Yes.
You're not doing you.
You have
on
to
the
do
song
you. You know, and he sing good. You know, it's just like Zola. Zola is a very good singer.
Got his touch on Mali and all those. Soul.
You know, it's crazy because I think he did that song with Rayban. War begins when Henry left his phone. Left his doll in Mali. You see, when I sing it, I'll put that with a baby in her own.
You listen to a duet between Sam Hamilton and Dell on the stage doing a song like that with two different phrasing on that same song.
Because I will phrase it up the way I want, you know. Now the war was over. And the life begins, you know. Molly saw her darling standing at the door again. Oh, how happy I'll be if I only can see you, sweet, sweet Molly, please don't cry. You know, girl, I always love you. You know, I always put my little thing in it, you know, so you can know that I'm the one that's doing the song, you know.
You're serenading, you're bringing a more romantic style.
Where's my son?
You
know, baby, everyone say that this guy took after me. You know, I stray away from the lyrics of the original, but I still keep the main pieces in it. You see, because I don't want to go too far away from it.
You put your audience in a different experience, in a decent experience with your style.
You know, because then they say, well, wow, I like what Dell do to that song.
Exactly. That's what people appreciate. That's whole creativity.
I like,
you know, other worlds. They hear a song from their world done by someone from another world.
Exactly.
They appreciate that.
You know, I would do some Engelbert Humperdinck song, and then people say, wow, that dude, man. Where you get that voice from? Hey, I would take another bass player, as long as I'm feeling that bass, we're in good shape. But if I'm not feeling it, then I'll say, look at, we gotta get into the song, get into it. And gradually, he feel himself into it. You see, you got that feel, as long as you got a good feeling, man, the band gonna feel you. They're gonna feel you.
That chemistry, you know, they're in terms of great and outstanding vocalists like you all, in terms of how to do it, in terms of how to feed from the band. Everybody do it a little different. But you know, hearing you, how you say you inspire the band to play. And you are not a troublesome sort of artist where rail up with the band.
No.
You know, it's a very humble style.
I give them the opportunity to let me feel what they got. See, and when I feel what they got, I could take what I got and mix it up with what they got, and then the thing will come out great. You see? And they're gonna feel good, and they're gonna play good. And I'm gonna feel great, because then I can do anything that I want to do in the song. I always tell them too, when you perform behind me, and you got the thing, you have to look at me.
Yes.
Just look at me. And when I let you go, you go. You see?
The mark of a great vocalist.
Yeah.
Great artist.
I said, just go. Do whatever you want to do. You know? When you're staying on a certain guideline, you can't jump out of that guideline. But just, sorry, just go.
Very much.
You know?
How long you been doing this now, Del?
Oh man. I've been singing from I was 12.
12 years old.
I was the youngest.
A good 40 years under your belt of being an artist, as a voice has not gone nowhere.
You know, I was the youngest singer with the police band in Belize. The youngest.
Belize, hear that?
The youngest singer. They used to take me to clubs and lock me in a room. And when I'm supposed to come out and sing, I come out and I sing. When I don't sing my song, I go back in the room.
Wow.
You know, and my mom just to go to school in the morning, just to get home, you know.
Wow, from 12 years old, you know.
Yeah. I used to sing, and then I love it. You know, I love it.
Yeah.
You know, I like when they got like whiter shade of pale and all the songs they comes out and
I was just listening to it in the car,
you know,
and I that's such a beautiful song.
Oh yeah, man,
and such beautiful chord structure.
Yes.
But when I hear you put that spin on it, I'm like, boy, they'll always make a song. See, it's the same song, but when he puts a whole different spin on the song.
Yes, I like the song. As long as when I get it into me, I can do anything with the song. I can take it in, out, sideways, up there, down there. I could turn it. I could turn it anyway.
Yeah, I guess you call it the Belizean soul, huh, Del?
Yes, yes.
The Belizean soul.
Belizean soul.
Belizean soul.
Never go away.
Yes.
Always there.
They're always there.
Always there.
Del Smart. From Dell The Sensations, people. Hello, Belize and the world. You hear it from the man himself. Here it is, and we heard again the Dell The Sensation stylistic singer, Del Smart, right here on Belizean Legends. Del, it was a pleasure talking with you and having you in the studios, man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure being with you too, my brother.
Yeah.